Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lamech with Sly Sports TV back at it again. Chill. Well, in what seems like a daily occurrence, we got another L for hip hop that we got to talk about, right? This particular one, I take a little bit of satisfaction from. I take satisfaction from all of hip hop's L's because I feel like hip hop was a poison pill from the beginning. I've said that. I've been saying that. If you've been on this channel, you've heard me say that several times. But like this one, I really take even more pleasure. And it's really because of one guy, right? And that guy is not Mase. Mase, unfortunately, he's caught up with this guy, right? So he's just attached. Yeah. So let's talk about it. Cameron Giles, right? Cameron Giles, rapper. He's been around since I want to say the early 2000s, right? He came through at that time, right? Early 2000s. I want to say around the time of Rough Riders and all that, DMX. Maybe a little bit before that because he was signed by Biggie, right? But anyway, Cameron's been one of these rappers. He's hung around the industry for a long time. He's also an actor. He's also an actor. Cam is, quiet as kept, Cam is a really good actor. And I ain't even trying to be slick. I ain't trying to be funny. I mean, I'm talking professionally. The guy's a good actor. Go watch his movies. He's good. He can act. The guy's a good actor. Right? I'm going to give him his props. And because of that, because his acting is so good, you got a lot of grown men, fanboys, which is sad. Grown men probably got kids, probably got their own kids. How can you have children and be a fanboy of another man? Anyway, grown men still looking up to this guy. Still looking up to this guy. But Cameron has never been a high character individual. He's always been a sleazebag. Always. He's always been a sleazebag. At least, and this is all my opinion, right? This is all my opinion, obviously. Like, can you say someone's factually a sleazebag? No. It's my opinion, according to my ways, my standards, my actions, right? Why do I say that? Because the guy, look at how he did his own team, right? When he had his own team, he didn't. How many albums did those guys come with? All right, Santana had an album, right? But what about the rest of those guys? How many of those guys? How many albums did J.R. Ryder have? No, J.R. Ryder wrote. That's all he did was write. For him, this guy, right? So I'm painting the picture because, like, I don't want people keep, especially with this Diddy case going on, it's like people love to, and I talked about this in another video, people love that lone wolf concept. Like Diddy was the only scumbag. No. Let's those of us who still have our brain cells, all of them, let's go back. Let's hop in a time machine and go back to the early 2000s. This is the time when rappers were signing to other rappers, right? That's what was going on. A bunch of rappers signed to other rappers. So all these dudes was doing the P. Diddy shit. They was all doing it. They was all in on it. But let's talk about this though, because none of that is what this video is about. You see, Cam runs his mouth so much. You know, he runs his mouth so much. He ran his mouth about Joe Budden, right? Which was really interesting because the Joe Budden confrontation was due to Melissa Ford, who I thought it was foul what she did. Don't get me wrong. Look, and here, let me just throw it before I even get into this, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't know any of these people. I don't take sides. I'm not like a lot of you guys that I see in chat rooms on YouTube. It's like once you hear about a conflict between two people, you instantly take a side. You take the side of the person you like. I ain't doing that. I'm throwing everything on the table and we just gonna weigh it out. And wherever it lands, that's what it is. That's what it is. Now, Melissa Ford did something foul. She threw Cam's name in some bullshit, especially in this climate, and tried to make him look like he was some type of creep, right? I'm gonna just say it that way. And as he should, he responded real harsh, real rough towards her. You feel me? So, but not only did he do that, he instantly put Joe Budden in it. He went for the boss. Why? Just because Melissa Ford put his name in her mouth, right? He instantly went at Joe Budden. Right? So now let's fast forward. Akademiks pretty much did the same thing. Because his this moderator on Cam and Mace's show, Treasure Wilson, I think she goes by the name Stat Baby, jumped in Akademiks' business. Look, I don't like Akademiks. It's not about who I like though. It's not. I shouldn't even say I don't like him. From what I see, I don't really like the guy. From what I see, from what I know of the guy, I don't like him. But I don't care. But like, this ain't about who I like, right? So, Akademiks straightened out Treasure Wilson. Did he go too far? I think he went too far. But who's to say? You can't tell somebody how to react to your bullshit. People got a bad tendency of doing that, offending people, and then you're gonna judge their reaction and say, "Whoa, no, that reaction is too much." Well, you should have. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's some next level gaslighting right there when you do that. You can't hop up from your place, go hop in somebody else's business, offend them. You could be 100% right. You could be 100% right, but it's not about that. It's about you hopped up and got in somebody else's business. Right? This ain't about, oh, you an Akademiks fan. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, this ain't that. But I can just look at things objectively. How about that? Right? So when she did that, you know, Akademiks went too far. I feel like I'm telling her stay in a woman's place and all that. Like, I think he should stay away from saying stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? Because if she was probably triggered at the moment, but if she would have been thinking, she should have said, well, explain to me what a woman's place is, right? Turn that shit back around. You know, you gotta, like, he don't know her. You know what I'm saying? That ain't his girl. He don't, like, whatever. My point is, Cam and Mase, why is the energy so different? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does your moderator get to overstep, right? No one can say nothing, but other people's moderators overstep and you go hard against the boss. This is kind of some minutia, right? I'm gonna cut to the fucking chase. Akademiks went for their jugulars. Akademiks got on, he went live and said, look, I ain't say nothing about Mase when they was saying you was picking up trannies in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's a shot. That's a shot like a mother. That's a shot. That's a hell of a shot. And Cam, I ain't say nothing when you was getting knocked out by True Life. Yeah. He said that. As soon as he said that, all the people that love Cam and Mase and you probably hate Akademiks, I get that. I get why you don't like Akademiks. I get it. Right? But they instantly, well, Cam and Mase, they gonna get him. They gonna, like, you ain't never seen neither one of these motherfuckers bust a grape. Right? You never seen them do nothing but talk and giggle. Talk and giggle. So Cam, he's always clout chasing. He's always talking about somebody else's business. Right? Like I said, he talked about Joe Budden. Joe Budden ain't say nothing to him. Didn't say nothing to or about him. He talked about Shannon Sharp. A lot, right? I'm no fan of Shannon Sharp, but when Shannon Sharp came out with that little, I guess that recording, whatever, Cam and Mase was the first ones going in. They go in on people. And it's cool. That's your brand. Y'all talk shit about people and laugh and joke and all that, but you gotta take it. You gotta take it, bro. Like, who the hell are you? These pink ass dudes, man. He talked shit about Chad Johnson. I refuse to do that Chad Ochocinco bullshit. It's like, that shit just sounds stupid. I can't do that. But yeah, he went in on Chad Johnson. And for what? Chad Johnson, we know the whole industry has got some fruity ass tendencies. But Chad Johnson telling one of them fruity jokes to Stephen A. What does that have to do with Cam? Why did he get so offended? I don't like you. I don't like you. But he did that. Talking to that man like that, right? I don't like you. Not come to find out. Go back and watch that show where he's talking about Chad Johnson. Very weird. I don't like him. But then he starts talking. Yeah, I offered him a job. And hold on, I thought you ain't like him. Weird. These motherfuckers is weird, bro. He talks shit about Jay Prince. He talks shit about Kevin Durant. He talks shit about Thanasis Antetokounmpo, right? He was just talking shit about Kanye West. But to me, what takes the cake is when, and I'm no Jim Jones fan, he's a clown too, but come on, bro. Like, you said Jim Jones ain't from Harlem, and you really tried to play that man out like, no, we just used you for your host. Bro, that make you look like a sucker. You a sucker, bro. Very low character. Sleaze bag, like I said. How you hang with a motherfucker that long? We watched y'all. We know y'all history. Right? But then as an old man, here you are discrediting your whole legacy. Discrediting, saying your whole legacy was fake, basically. You was just hanging with Jim Jones so you could fuck in his house. Hopefully it was girls. And you said that, like, that was gonna make him look bad? Like, and if it does, if that's some Harlem shit and people from Harlem like don't like Jim Jones now because you said he from Harlem, then your whole city is whack. Your whole whatever the fuck, that shit is whack. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck where you from, none of that. None of that New York shit. I don't care about none of that. We gotta get back to morals. We got to get back to morals and standards and governing ourselves accordingly. Now, Mase. And let me not forget, Cam, he brought up an old Cat Williams story and started talking shit about him like he was stomping out Cat Williams. Yeah, right. Don't nobody believe that shit. Nobody believe you was stomping out Cat Williams. You would have got fucked up. Maybe not by him, but like Cat, man, whatever. We know how Cat Williams move around, bro. You wasn't just stomping out no Cat Williams. Fuck out of here. But Mase, look. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. Look, I got as much respect for Mase as you can have for I got as much respect for Mase as you can have for a Rainbow Warrior, right? I respect Mase to a certain degree. Because Mase don't seem like he's hiding from nothing. Mase seem like he don't. It seemed like he's not. It seemed like Mase not even in the closet. Honestly, I don't feel like Mase is in the closet. He just ain't coming out and saying I'm this and that, because that it really. You don't have to announce nothing to us. We don't care. I don't care. But I will say this: Mase don't seem like he's hiding. Mase seem like he's okay. Right? So I hate to even include him in this, but you in it. Why? Because Mase reached out quietly behind the scenes, texting Akademiks, hey, yeah, I wish you could have texted me, whatever the fuck he said, like, hold me accountable and text me, and then next time instead of, like, he said this after being called out for them trannies. Like, a nigga call you out for some trannies, you supposed to, bro, like, it ain't no more reaching out, bro. Unless it's reaching out, like, to meet up. Right? He reached out quietly to this man behind the scenes. And Akademiks read the text. Bro, these niggas is suckers, bro. So, let me get this right. Cam and Mase, they petty and they this and they that, and they'll go in on you and they'll laugh and they'll joke you and they'll go like, yeah, they'll do all of that as long as your name ain't True Life or Akademiks, right? Look, I ain't trying to get nobody to beef at all. What I'm doing is calling out this hip hop, this bullshit. That's what I'm doing. But anyway, that's all I got. If you like